We've already made a big impact this morning in the Care-a-thon. We need your help though, and that's why we're dedicating an entire day, 13 hours, to families in our community. 855-636-6877, and every donation until 7 o'clock, you still have about 20 minutes, is going to be matched thanks to AJ Johns, Arlington Toyota, and Florida Roads. We thank them so much for their generosity. They are putting up some money to help these local families. Now it takes you at 855-636-6877, or you can text a donation, April.
Text the word Care-a-thon to 707070. That's one word, Care-a-thon, to 707070. I know a lot of people are texting this morning already, and we love seeing those donations. If you don't have time to make a phone call, that's an easy way to do it. It takes 1 minute.
Yep, childcancerfund.org is another way that you can donate. Sun is coming up. First Alert meteorologist Garrett Biedenbaugh tracking a pretty decent day. What's the weather meter today? Probably 6, 7 or something?
Yeah, we'll have those afternoon thunderstorms coming up again. We had some yesterday, so we're going to have some more today. But it's a great day to use those phones, though, and give us some donations here on WOKV.
What's that number, Garrett?
It's 855-636-6877. 855-636-6877. It's a great number to call.
Every $100 is going to be matched. Every $10 is going to be matched. This is your 9th Care-a-thon. Do you remember this kid when he was just a little runt?
I know, Riley has grown up so much, and it's so great to see you each year because it just reminds me of how you can beat cancer and you can still thrive, and that is thanks to, in part, the Child Cancer Fund.
Definitely. Yeah, Riley, you're surviving. You still have a tumor, but you're managing it, right?
Yes.
And it's in your. Tell us about your tumor.
So it's a brain tumor, low-grade brain tumor. It's located in the hypothalamus of my brain. So fancy medical terminology.
And so, how long have you known that you had that?
So I was diagnosed with it in November of 2014.
2014. So, going on 9 years now.
Thank you.
Yeah, and like they said, they've seen you every year here at Care-a-thon. And that's how long WOKV has been airing the Care-a-thon. So you were here probably from the beginning. And we're so happy to see you're 16 now, right?
15.
15. Okay.
Whoa.
I'm trying to age him a little bit.
Are you starting to practice driving?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Look out, Northeast Florida. We're going to have a traffic alert, I think, fairly soon. We're going to get the First Alert traffic team all over that. Riley, what's the phone number for someone to donate again, please?
855-636-6877.
So you're aging now. You're 15. Your voice is lowering. You're becoming a young man now. We love hearing that. What did the Child Cancer Fund mean to you in your journey as a 9-year-old kid coming here for treatment all those years?
They were a tremendous help. They did a lot of funding. They've done events to take your mind off the treatment. I mean, that can be difficult. You're going through this. I mean, something that adults, have problems dealing with. Doing it as a kid, that can be very difficult. So to have somewhere that's a good community that you feel like you're a part of, and to be able to go to these events and then, like you said, get funding for groceries, gas bills, because it can be very expensive coming to the hospital. I know we were up here every Friday, pretty much all day, with having to get my blood drawn and then having to check labs, and then after the labs got processed and they were good, then I would have to actually get the chemotherapy. So, that could be an all-day thing, and then driving, and there's people that come from not just Jacksonville, but outside, regions to get the care that's here at Nemours.
When you were here for treatment, did you have to pay for things like food? I mean, you were here for an entire day, so what were some of the things you did during those long, long days?
I mean, with the child life specialist like Jolly, she would make the day more interesting. But it was, watch movies or something. Back then it was on a TV, not a phone or an iPad. Play cards, play with different toys that she had, that the Child Cancer Fund would kind of help supplement. There was all sorts of things just to make the time pass.
And you didn't have to pay for any of them?
No.
It's all generated through donations.
Right.
And that's why it matters. What's the phone number again, Riley?
855-636-6877.
Were there times where you were scared?
Oh, definitely. Definitely, yeah. It's a scary thing. Like I said, if, adults are scared of it, I think kids would be too.
Yeah.
Did you meet some friends along the way?
Oh, definitely.
And what are some of your favorite times that you remember? Because Dr. Gauger was saying kids actually like to come. They actually enjoy their treatment.
Look
their
forward
time
to
here.
it.
Yeah, so when I was because when you have to go in to get the chemo, you have to have a port access, which is how they put the medicine in your body. And I remember we always used to do show and tell. So I would bring something, that I found or did, and would show it to the nurses and the social worker and the child life specialist. So that kind of made, took my mind off getting the port access.
Did anybody ever bring